Narcissists are lying machines, and lying is every bit of their lifestyle. It is the foundation and supportive structure, keeping their delusions of grandeur and superiority dancing around like sugar plum fairies in their head. They can lie without effort. They can lie with great ease, pull an excuse out of their ass with the quickness of lightning, and have more manipulative, deceptive tricks up their sleeve than Houdini and David Copperfield put together. There is no if, ands, but one thing that I've been pondering over is, do they truly believe this rainbow assortment of BS that comes out anytime that their lips move? As that part isn't just one of the most mind-boggling components as to how someone who is cognitively intact could truly believe that amount of hogwash that for the longest time seemed like it just fit the bill due to everything else that these individuals do being completely ass backwards to that of the average person. But you see, here's the thing. 1 + 1 = 2, no matter how you slice it. And though that may not be the case over yonder in Fantasyland, who the F really knows? But they don't get diagnosed, studied, or information gathered in Fantasyland, but here in the real world. And therefore, 1 + 1 should still equal 2, but it doesn't. And if they truly believe the lies that they tell, it contradicts many of the things that we know and believe to be true about narcissists, to which there seems to be quite a bit of contradictions that comes from within the literature, the DSM, as well as from psychiatrists themselves, adding to the confusion of making this disorder so much more difficult to grasp that anyone who has a shred of compassion, empathy, or intersubjective understanding literally cannot fathom as it is how someone can manage to deliberately go out of their way with a strategically designed and well-plotted ploy to disrupt, destroy, and create unnecessary chaos and drama in the most cruelest ways possible, and siphon the life right out of their being as if they were drinking a milkshake with a straw. Then turn around with a shit-eating grin on their face when they see the misery and despair wash across yours. Give themselves a nice little pat on the back for a job well done before skipping off merrily into the sunset like they are some kind of grade A hunk of human willing to lend anyone a helping hand, seeing themselves as being more saintly than Jesus Christ after they just got done behaving more vindictive, conniving, and evil as Satan. That would take some serious kind of fuckery up there in that head of theirs, which undoubtedly there is. But is it that they really believe their lies, or is the madness really just that they get pleasure in doing it? Because if anyone else told even but a smidgen of the lies that a narcissist tells, you wouldn't be able to get up off of the floor or even able to shut your eyes, let alone try to sleep through the night, as our conscience would be literally eating us alive. Yet not only do these deplorable meat sacks remain upright and still standing, but even when evidence can prove to the contrary that they are in fact lying, somehow still doesn't seem to make a hill of beans of a difference, and they just continue on with believing this bullshit. Furthermore, manage to continue in believing these lies that are told, even to the one and only person that knows they are in fact lying, even after you have figured their ass out. And there's not a chance in hell that they're going to gaslight you and distort your reality from it, as you know what they are, and that there's not an honest bone in their body. Still won't matter. They will still continuously and consistently lie, deny, deter, deflect, or project the blame outwards because they couldn't give a fiddler's fuck. Oh, they believe that they are more miraculous than Dumbo the flying elephant. But that is not the same thing as wanting or believing that they are an honest, decent person. Oh, hell no. They get pleasure hurting you with the lies, running your name through the mud, and keeping secrets from you. If they believed their own lies, it would give them absolutely no reason to use these facades, play the victim, deny responsibility to anything, or get off seeing the pain in your eyes. When they call you sitting next to their side piece and say that they have to stay late at work, there's no way in hell that they really believe that's where they are. Little do they know, but hurting others is their whole point, and these lies that they use is just another one of their crazy-making acts. They will never give you the honest truth about anything because they want nothing to do with reality that the truth will inevitably bring them, because it will cause the walls of their delusional world to collapse around them. Their life, nothing but a continuum of deception and erroneous impressions. All of it, from day one, was built off of nothing but a foundation of a fraud. Why there's no way to have even a meaningful conversation with a narcissist, let alone a meaningful relationship. You can't help them, you can't save them, because they do not want to be helped, saved, or fixed. And the best thing that you can do is to pack your shit and run, because they will not stop if they have even but a sliver of access to you. And truly, as much as they want to try to convince the world their bullshit tales, at some point, they will have burned all their bridges. Only one that will be wading around into their pool of shit and misery that they hand dug for themselves will be that bitch known as karma. You're worth and deserve so much more than they could ever give you. So fight for you. Focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.